So you're looking to spend $5,000 on a car, but you don't know what to buy? Well, look no further, because in this list, I have 10 of the best vehicles that you can buy right now for under $5,000 in good condition. Have you ever fantasized about being a drug dealer? Because if you have, the first vehicle on this list is for you. The first generation Chrysler 300C. This feature-packed American luxury sedan comes with a massive 5.7-liter V8 making 340 horsepower, paired to a 5-speed automatic, sending the power to either the rear wheels or all the wheels depending on how the vehicle was optioned. Maybe the power doesn't interest you, and I personally get that. Some people don't care about power, and they care about looks. Well, this vehicle excels in every possible way. Not only is it powerful, but it looks beautiful. It has absolutely timeless design features, elegant lines, and will look good for generations to come. But hey, maybe you want something Japanese, and if that's the case, I know the perfect car for you. The Infiniti G35 Coupe. I know most people say that the G35 is over $5,000, but it's simply not. You can get one with slightly higher mileage for right around the $4,000 mark, which comes with a VQ35 and a 6-speed manual transmission. Like the Chrysler 300 that I mentioned before, this vehicle comes with plenty of features as it is a luxury vehicle, and it can be optioned with either rear or all-wheel drive. These cars are notoriously reliable, and not only that, but they have pretty good tuning potential, so if that interests you, you should definitely consider checking these out. And sticking on the topic of Japanese luxury cars, I can't go on without mentioning the Acura TSX, which was sold as the Honda Accord in some European countries. This car comes with Honda's famous K24A2, which is one of the greatest 4-cylinder engines available. Not only that, but it comes with one of the greatest manual transmissions, which is one of Honda's great 6-speed manuals. Front-wheel drive is standard, and unfortunately, all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive weren't offered with this vehicle, but nonetheless, they're very luxurious, not particularly quick, but they still do look amazing, and they have tons of aftermarket support. Maybe you're not interested in luxury cars, and if you're not, that totally makes sense. Some people want something that's a little more raw. And if that's you, check out the Hyundai Genesis Coupe, available with either a 2-liter turbo inline-4 or a 3.8-liter V6. This amazing 2-door sports car will give you the most raw driving experience. Available with either a 6-speed auto or 6-speed manual, this fun sports car will turn heads anywhere you go. And back to Honda for a minute, I can't go on without mentioning the Honda Fit. Sure, it's cheap, and it's kind of ugly, but it's an amazing economy vehicle, and if you're looking to get around on a budget, look no further than this. It gets amazing gas mileage, is available with a manual transmission, comes with front-wheel drive, and from what I've heard, they handle absolutely amazing due to their lightweight. They're great to throw around corners, or if you want to build them into a show car, you absolutely can. They are fun to drive, and I highly recommend checking them out. And sticking with hatchbacks, I'd love to mention the Mazda Speed 3. This underrated hot hatchback is available with one of Ford's most amazing engines, the EcoBoost. And I know a lot of people hate Ford and the EcoBoost series of engines because they're supposedly unreliable, but as long as you take proper care of them, they're not. And they do last for a while, and you can do plenty of things with them. These reliable and pretty practical hatchbacks are amazing daily drivers, or if you're looking to tune them, there's tons of things you can do with them. It really depends on what you want, but I personally think that they're great cars, they look good, and they're quite reliable. And staying on the topic of cars that are reliable, how about the Nissan 300ZX Z31? These cars are fairly ugly, to put it simply, but they can look great, they have a lot of aftermarket support, and in my opinion, they're truly iconic, being the successors to the 240, 260, and 280Z. I love them, I think they're cool, and I love seeing them. Not enough people like them, not enough people even know they exist, because they aren't all that popular, and due to that, you can find them extremely cheap in extremely good condition with quite low miles. So if you want a budget sports car, you should definitely check these out. They're really good vehicles for just about anything, even if you want to daily drive them. they will last forever, and they look really cool as long as they're modded. Stock, they are pretty ugly, admittedly, but they're still extremely underrated. And for the next entry, this is a car that I personally love. It's the 8th generation Honda Civic Si, available with Honda's K20 Z3 engine, paired to a 6-speed manual sending the power to the front wheels with 197 horsepower. This amazing tuner sport coupe is perfect to daily drive, to build power with, and to do just about anything with. They're not the best looking vehicles, but what they don't have in looks, they make up in fun. They handle pretty good, they look okay, I guess, but they're amazing tuner cars. If you want to turbo them, you totally can. Their engines are great for building power, and you can do tons of things to make them look good. It just really depends on what you look for in a vehicle, because the 8th gen Si can do just about anything. They're fairly practical, especially if you opt for the sedan instead of the coupe, and they come with front wheel drive, which means that they're pretty good in snow. But maybe you want an American tuner car, and if that's the case, check out the Chevy Cobalt SS 1st generation. This underrated tuner coupe is available with a GM Ecotec 2-liter supercharged inline-4, which makes 205 horsepower. And yeah, that's cool. It's not. It's slow, and let's be real, but it comes with the amazing sound of a supercharger, and that's a sound that you'll get from no other vehicle in this price range. Not only are they reliable, but you can do tons with them, whether you're looking to modify them, build power, or just have something to drive around in. The Cobalt SS can do just about anything and do it reliably. They look pretty cool, especially if they're modded, but their main selling point is that they have a supercharger. They sound amazing, and if you tune them, you can get so much more power out of them, especially if you upgrade the pulley on the supercharger and get a cold air intake. Everything goes together so well with this vehicle. It's a perfect tuner car, and they're so cheap and so underrated. And finally, coming in at the #1 spot, we have any Volkswagen or Audi, but preferably a Volkswagen because they are cheaper, with the TDI, specifically the 1.9 turbo diesel engine. These are amazing vehicles. I'll keep it short because it is quite vague, but not only do they get amazing gas mileage, they're available with manual transmissions, but just about every vehicle they come in is so cheap right now. They come in Jettas, Passat, Golf, and a bunch of other Audis as well, and you can pick them up so cheap. They're great daily drivers, and they're extremely reliable. And with that, it's the end of the list. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, tell me what vehicle you like the most out of this list, and be sure to subscribe for more content.